Hi, tonight I'm going to be talking about scripting. I'm also eating hot sauce and ghost pepper and cottage cheese. But what is scripting? I'll tell you what scripting is. It's a law of attraction method. I actually picked this up from my friend Mark, and it has a weird anomaly. It's real time. It's kind of difficult to explain, but it's like you take yourself and put yourself as the main lead into a story. And whatever you write somehow influences the outside external world. I had written something down about a specific idea, and later that morning, a friend of mine had emailed me and went into this big uh, discussion about the exact thing I had written about. It was weird. Another thing is it obviously does seem to affect the external world. I had written something down specifically, some sort of, okay, I'll use an example. I had tried to describe somebody who, in what they were wearing. That day at work, it was very cold, right? So to wear this item of clothing was kind of strange, stuck out. That morning, after I'd written that the evening before, and what had happened that morning, someone was wearing that particular item of clothing, and it stuck out. I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty powerful. So, my observation is anything, I think it also deals with your strengths. My friend Mark deals with visuals, and I deal more with writing. And I feel like the law of attraction works on whatever suits you the best. If you're a writer, I feel like scripting works. This little notebook, um, I do it every day, and usually the things that I write uh, either somehow pop up or there's some sort of like the universe is kind of winking, hey. So I wonder if it's a kind of a back alley hack into whatever this is, whatever our shared existence is. I feel like it's definitely worth exploring. I actually picked up into this um, from various comic book writers like Grant Morrison, and he would put a character in a comic book series that represented him. And I remember in his famous interview, he had like made his character King Mob um, going through some terrible things. Well, inadvertently, he went through the exact same thing. So, and it got a big laugh at the speech. He said, whatever that character was going through, I was in it going through. So then he was like, I'm not making this guy getting beat up and, getting terrible stuff. I'm going to make him in a better space. And that kind of reflected what happened. So I wonder if law of attraction scripting is like that. It also proves to me that the universe is actually very responsive to whatever your thoughts and energy you're putting out. Sometimes it's like in real time, sometimes it takes a little bit, but it always responds to whatever you put into whatever your creative medium you're doing. Now, you'll have to forgive me, I put some ghost pepper on this stuff. This stuff has a little bit of a kick. Now, for me, to use the writing method works quite a bit. So it's definitely worth exploring um, what you can come up with out of this matrix. in my experience with writing, writing seems to be the thing that reflects who I am as a core person. Because of scripting, it helps out. Now, the more descriptive you are, the more likely the energies come together. So when you're, and also, and I forgot to mention this, write it in a past tense, like it's already happened. Like, I just had the wonderfulest time eating a magnificent meal. We'll go into detail. What happened? Why did you do this? The more specific details you have, the more likely this energy, your state here, and this energy that you're writing about will come together a lot quicker if there's more of what you're trying to visualize. And also another thing, put your emotions into it. How did it feel having that shrimp bang? How did it feel having X amount of money come to you? How did it feel an ex-girlfriend decided to email you, professor love? I mean, not those specific things happened to me, but try to think in those kind of terms. So, hopefully, you'll enjoy this. And as always, try to think of yourself as an astronaut in this journey that we all have. Write it down like a diary. And I've been specifically using emotional connections on things that it means something to me, like a family vacation trip. How did that feel? Well, then I'm trying to expound upon that. Well, I had a great time here. Build upon it. Create your own reality. This is one of those things that you can actually use, and it is spooky for me to write something and almost in real time, some sort of thing, some sort of like the universe is kind of like, aha, you wrote about this. This is something very similar. So just be aware that the universe is actually very interactive with you and interactive with your thoughts, desires, and hopes and dreams. And I guess this kind of goes without saying, it's probably better to put out good energy so you receive good energy than put out negative energy. So just try to think about that at the end of the day, we're all in an interactive matrix with one another, and how your thoughts and energy can actually help out on that. So just hope you enjoyed this, and I definitely enjoyed cottage cheese, salsa, and ghost pepper. So if you're a little bit of an adventurous eater, definitely check it out. I'm Jerry Williams. Hope you enjoy this.